while there is no established list of food, fruits, or anything like that to consume in the Gita or the Upanishad, as we discussed in the video of vegetarianism and non-vegetarianism, there is some guidance offered. Many not eating onion or garlic and refraining from it can be attributed to Gita's guidance in chapter 17, that foods that are pungent, strong in smell, all fall into the category of foods that put you into a mode of passion and ignorance, versus putting you into a mode of goodness. Now, I know I have not defined what mode of goodness, what mode of passion, what mode of ignorance means. That's a whole different topic that we will cover. For now, as long as you realize mode of goodness indicates tendencies and environmental factors that help you develop a behavior of kindness, compassion, clarity in thinking, do not weigh you down physically once you eat, keeps you light, does not make you sluggish once you eat that type of food, all contribute to the mode of goodness. We will do a separate video, much detail on the three modes. For now, for this video, linking it back to the topic of onions and garlic, remembering that it could be considered that a reason why many don't eat onion or garlic is because of Gita's guidance on foods, pungent, putrid, stale, strong smell, all of that, factoring into that. Now, usually root vegetables that grow below the ground, root vegetables that grow below the ground do have a pungent smell, do have a putrid, strong sense of smell. This could be attributed to a couple of factors. One, they're growing below the ground, so they don't have the fresh air, the experience of fresh air, sun, rain, water, clean water, all of that happens to fruits or vegetables that are grown above the ground, as an example. Because they're below the ground, they don't have that direct experience. They have an indirect experience of those natural elements, which makes them develop that type of a smell. But the other factor that probably contributes to this, as seen, is the Earth's biomass has a lot of living beings under the ground, millions and millions of species and insects and other cellular organisms below the ground. Food growing below the ground, like a root vegetable, is inhabited, or these insects or other creatures below the ground embed into it and then come out of it as they're growing. That probably also explains why the foods and the root vegetables below the ground develop that taste and that smell, because they are inhabited by this millions of species that grow below the ground, that live below the ground. They inhabit into these vegetables and fruits that grow below the ground, and they come out of it. That's a possible secondary reason why they develop these strong characteristics. Now, onion, garlic clearly fall in that category of root vegetables. They have that strong smell, as I already said, and everything like that. Again, and they could be attributed to developing tendencies that agitate you, that make it hard for you to digest it and everything. In that sense, you could say, well, Gita's guidance doesn't put it in the mode of goodness, or foods or characteristics in the mode of goodness. Now, there are other root vegetables as well that fall in the same category. Radish, carrots, potatoes, you name it. All of them are root vegetables that grow below the ground that fall in the same category. why some would only consume, why some would not consume onion, garlic, but consume all these others, goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. You have the Gita's guidance, you have the Upanishadic guidance. What you eat, what you adopt is your personal choice.